Good morning. Hi, everybody. It's so incredible to be here with you this morning. I'm Sarah Richards. I'm the Director of Customer Solutions at MBU, and I'm a huge One Water champion. And I'm so excited to kick this morning off with our first presenter, Ryan Kelso, our new interim CEO.
Thank you, Sarah, and welcome everybody. What a great venue to host this event at, and I don't think we could have asked for any better weather given what we've been experiencing over the last several months. So really glad to be here, y'all, and we'll kick it off. I appreciate everybody coming out, distinguished guests and fellow community members. Thank you for joining us today for this truly momentous occasion. We're here to celebrate the execution of the One Water New Braunfels interlocal agreement and discuss this exciting and transformative initiative that marks a significant shift in how we plan for and manage our precious water resources. I'd like to take a moment to thank some individuals that have shown up today. Mr. Wayne Peters, MBU Board Vice President, Mayor Neil Lenartz, Councilman Chris Willis, Dr. Judy Hoffman, our MBU Board President, Daryl Nichols with GBRA, Nathan Pence, Jenna Vinson, Jonathan Stinson, and Lauren Willis, all with GBRA. Vanessa Guerrero with GBRA. Former Mayor Rusty Brockman. Matthew Hoyt, EAA board member. Bob Smith, previous MBU board members here with us today. Brent King, Sandy Payson, and there are many more, and I apologize if I didn't name your name, but thanks everybody for coming out today and supporting us in this very important initiative. And I'd also like to thank the dedicated teams from MBU, the City of New Braunfels, and GBRA, whose hard work has brought us to this occasion. And in addition to acknowledging the aforementioned individuals, I'd also like to extend my appreciation to Nancy Pappas and the Headwater staff for hosting us today. Like I said, oh yeah, let's give them a round of applause. Like I said, I could really think of no better backdrop to celebrate what we're getting done here as a community. This place holds a significance, being the birthplace of the Comal Springs, where the convergence of groundwater and surface water occurs. This location has held a special place in the lives of people for truly thousands of years. These folks were drawn to this area by the allure of the pristine waters that you see behind me. And not only is it historically significant, but it also holds the distinction of being MBU's original waterworks site, that facility that you see there behind you. And moreover, it serves as a cornerstone of MBU's conservation legacy, demonstrating the importance of conservation. So as you take in the surroundings of the headwaters today, it's impossible to overlook the indicators of an ongoing and substantial drought. We, like many others, are hopeful and eager that there's going to be some potential relief with the coming or present El Nino. However, it's precisely during these challenging times that the significance of programs like One Water become abundantly clear. One Water, also known as Integrated Water Resource Management, is an approach that recognizes water as a single interconnected system. It considers all water flows, including surface water, groundwater, stormwater, rainwater, wastewater, all as valuable resources. This integrated approach to water planning is being adopted by communities across the country and around the globe. The Water Research Foundation defines One Water as the integrated planning and implementation approach that ensures long-term resilience and reliability, meeting economic, community, and ecosystem needs. Historically, our communities have operated under a traditional approach of water resource management, where different agencies were responsible for different functions, leading to siloed efforts that often did not address water challenges comprehensively. In New Braunfels, for instance, MBU manages drinking water and wastewater. The city handles stormwater and local water quality, and GBRA manages the broader river watershed. But in reality, all these waters are interconnected. And we can witness this in New Braunfels through various examples like the connection between surface water and groundwater at the Comal Springs, the impact of stormwater runoff on creek and river water quality, and the potential to treat wastewater for reuse. One Water New Braunfels was born out of the recognition that water is all one water, and that the need to come together to manage it effectively is paramount. The journey began in August of 2019 when MBU invited the City of New Braunfels and GBRA to develop a collaborative vision and roadmap. The One Water Working Group consisted of over 20 staff members from the three agencies, and they worked tirelessly from October 2019 to June 2020 to develop the One Water New Braunfels vision and objectives. Progress was slowed by extreme events such as the COVID-19 pandemic and Winter Storm Uri, but all three entities understood the importance of this joint effort, and they were committed to the goal of One Water, which has led us here today to the execution of this multi-year interlocal agreement establishing the One Water New Braunfels program and the creation of a formal advisory council. As we progress on this transformative journey, I'm honored to introduce two individuals who have both played and will play instrumental roles in this initiative. First off, Ms. Sarah Richards, our Director of Customer Solutions at MBU, brought her expertise and passion to integrated water resource management to this project, having previously produced Advancing One Water in Texas, a fantastic guide that inspired MBU to start its own One Water work. Sarah has been a driving force behind One Water New Braunfels from its inception. Joining her now is Robin Gary, the newly appointed One Water New Braunfels coordinator. Robin brings a wealth of experience in water management and has been part of various water conservation and protection efforts in Central Texas, and we're really, really fortunate to have her on the team. Now it's my privilege to introduce Dr. Judy Hoffman, the MBU Board President. Dr. Hoffman's constant support and visionary leadership have played a pivotal role in making One Water a reality. So please join me in welcoming her to the podium.
Thank you, Ryan, for those very kind words. And again, welcome to everybody who is here. What an honor it is to be here today with you to celebrate this phenomenal accomplishment for our community and for the future of our water resources. Ryan just mentioned a team of dozens of people who helped to get us here today. Can you raise your hand if you were part of workshops starting there in 2019 and all the way through? Hands up high if you're here. And keep your hands up, and everybody else, if you'll just look around to just maybe see the face and maybe ask questions about what that journey was like, because it was a lot of fun work for sure. The Comal Springs and our two rivers, these are truly the lifeblood of our community, just as they were for those that settled here well before New Braunfels became New Braunfels. And as we see here today, our springs and Lenda Lake need us to do more to ensure their resilience over time. It is going to take significant work from all of us. But I firmly believe that by advancing this collaborative program, we will ensure these waters are protected. And more importantly, and this is part of the core of who I am, we are preserving it for those who are not even here yet, that legacy. I'm excited to share with you the vision we are working towards. The vision of One Water New Braunfels program is to ensure water remains a celebrated and protected feature of New Braunfels by collaborating, managing our water resources to safeguard watersheds, waterways, and groundwater. As Ryan mentioned, a large group of staff from these three agencies, as well as engineers, city planners, and nonprofit leaders, work together to set our ambitious vision, whose hands you saw earlier and many who are not here. As we laid out a roadmap to guide our collaborative work to realize this vision, lots of effort was given. The roadmap identifies 5 broad action areas and strategies, targets, and short and long-term activities for each of these areas where we will focus our work in the years ahead. The roadmap includes something else that is critical to achieving our vision. The roadmap recognizes you. the citizens of New Braunfels and those throughout this region, and the important role that you and we all play in preserving these precious waters. It describes the many ways in which we hope to bring your voices and your action to this very important work, and we are so eager to do so. Ryan will say more on how citizens can get involved in just a bit, but first we are thrilled to invite our program partners, the City of New Braunfels and GBRA, to share more about One Water. And the next person coming up to the podium who I get to introduce is our still somewhat newly elected mayor, Neil Lennertz, but kind of going back to those first generation of people coming from Germany to make New Braunfels. I do want to recognize that his family was part of that initial group in the first decade or so. So it's an honor that he brings that legacy and knowledge to his role, and the joy of getting to work with him on this project. So Mayor, if you will step forward.
Thank you, Dr. Hoffman. NBU, thank you for taking the initiative to bring us together, for our water resources, and for encouraging and fostering our partnership. GBRA, thank you for your partnership on this important effort. By having you at the table, we can better engage our neighboring communities upstream and down in this important work. And I want to thank the many city staff who helped bring this program to fruition, many of whom are here today. Jordan Matney, Christopher Looney, Gary Ford, Gene Drew, Matt Green, Philip Quas, Carly Farmer. And if you're here, just raise your hand. I'd like to recognize you. Thank you. Appreciate your efforts. New Braunfels runs on water, from the safe and clean water from our faucets to Land Apart, to the Comal River, and to Schlitterbahn. Water is critical to our community's vibrant health and economy. The vision of One Water New Braunfels will help us preserve and enhance our way of life. It is what our community wants, and it's what our community deserves. We've also made sure that it's aligned with the city's comprehensive plan, Envision New Braunfels. In fact, we've identified 13 goals in the comprehensive plan that the One Water roadmap will support. From supporting tourism and making wise capital improvements to natural resource management and innovation in parks, One Water New Braunfels will help guide our decisions to keep New Braunfels prospering and flourishing into the future. Like Envision New Braunfels, the One Water roadmap is a plan for the future, and it will take all of us continuing our hard work together and with you, the citizens, for us to see it to fruition. We look forward to the great work ahead. Thank you. And now, I'd like to introduce Daryl Nichols from GBRA, and while he's not a native to New Braunfels, he got here as quick as he could in 2016 and has risen through the ranks at GBRA to be the current general manager and CEO. Daryl?
Thank you, Mayor. I'm honored to be here today representing the Guadalupe-Blanco River Authority. Today marks the culmination of a collaborative vision of these three entities to ensure the sustainability of our precious water resources. I want to express my gratitude to our partners in this effort, New Braunfels Utilities for being the spearhead of this partnership, and for the City of New Braunfels for their commitment to our shared water future. Water has always been a key part of New Braunfels and has helped define this community for more than 170 years. Water management, though, as Ryan mentioned, typically takes place in silos. One Water New Braunfels breaks through these barriers by creating a partnership with resources and expertise in surface water, groundwater, and reclamation strategies that is unique, and this group is uniquely positioned to address the connection between these three different supply sources. For GBRA, participating in One Water New Braunfels underscores our commitment to the communities we serve. Safeguarding our water resources helps to secure the continued access to high-quality, reliable water service, ensuring that our region continues to thrive in the face of changing environmental conditions and incredible population growth. Our goal is to tackle region-wide the supply challenges head-on. GBRA's participation in this collective effort is a reflection of our dedication to education and innovative solutions that can secure the water resources for the communities we serve today, tomorrow, and into the future. There are many members of our team, a team we call the Quad Squad, who have been instrumental in helping bring this to fruition. I want to especially acknowledge my Deputy General Manager, Jonathan Stinson. His passion and enthusiasm for One Water continues to drive this work forward. Nathan Pence and Lauren Willis are both here today as well. They are key members of the Quad Squad, have been instrumental in getting us here and will continue in this process. The One Water Initiative stands as a testament to our joint dedication to a water-secure future. By these three entities combining our expertise and resources, we're forging a path towards sustainable water management that will have a positive and lasting impact on New Braunfels and its residents for generations to come, and will serve as a model for other communities in this region and in this great state. This time, I'll turn it over to Ryan so he can wrap things up.
All right, thank you, Daryl. I love that, the Quad Squad. I think that's so clever. You got to think of something for MBU. All right, so I really appreciate the close working relationship that we have with GBRA and the City of New Braunfels. The interlocal agreement that has been executed is really a crucial element to the One Water New Braunfels program. It formalizes the partnership between MBU, the City of New Braunfels, and GBRA, and it also establishes the advisory council and working group responsible for the continued development and implementation of the One Water program. There's nothing worse than developing these big plans, but then setting them on a shelf. So this is the mechanism that's really going to drive things forward. And looking ahead, there is much more work to be done to advance the roadmap. One of the fun near-term next steps includes the launch of a logo contest, and we encourage the community to submit the designs for an inspirational One Water New Braunfels logo. So you got some encouragement right there. More details can be found at mbutexas.com/onewater. Other things that will be worked on are the establishing of the One Water New Braunfels website, creating the One Water New Braunfels Advisory Council, hosting community workshops to gather input, and identifying key projects for future focused work. We're really going to get out there in the community, y'all, and spread the good word about One Water. In conclusion, One Water New Braunfels represents a collaborative and visionary approach to water management that transcends agency boundaries and prioritizes the need of our community and environment. By embracing this integrated approach, we can ensure a resilient and sustainable water supply for future generations. We invite everybody to get involved, learn more, and be a part of this historic endeavor. So let's take this important step together as a community to safeguarding our watersheds, waterways, and groundwater resources for the future of New Braunfels. Thank you all for coming out.
And with that, we'd love to invite everyone up to the pavilion for some refreshments and more conversation. Thanks so much for joining us.